Statesmen Nation. We are here with sophomore track and field athlete Elayna Van Arsdale from Salem, Pennsylvania. Appreciate you coming in for a little bit.
Thanks for having me, it's great.
There you go. She has picked her 16 questions for the Statesmen 16 coming up in a minute, but first we're going to talk a little bit about the indoor season. We'll talk about the outdoor season coming up in a few weeks, all of that. So, like I said off camera, it's a little bit of a weird time here being you guys have finished up the indoor, but maybe it's good because we can recap how the last couple months went. So, anyway, let's just dive right into it. Talk about, I guess, your sophomore indoor season and how you felt like it went.
I think it went pretty good. It was a lot of a building season.
Right.
Because last year I ended on a high note. I had like a meter PR the week before conference, and this year coming in I had an almost 2 meter PR first meet in. So I was like, oh, there's still room to grow.
Sure.
And then as the season progressed, I learned how to went from a 1 turn to a 2 turn. So that was a lot of work.
Right.
And then coming in the conference, I ended up throwing farther than my first season PR, and I was like, oh, I'm ready for it.
Right.
And then I think just the season just hit like a wall. Like there's I put so much in. I was putting like 6 days in on the field just trying to do what I needed to do to qualify for nationals, but
a little bit short.
A little bit short.
Well, obviously, I think looking at, as you're talking to building blocks here, you can see that, hopefully, I guess, that, as you perfect or continue to build on things, that hopefully that will, lead to, longer throws down the road. Maybe it didn't happen in the last, several meets or whatever, but continue to work on those things and realizing that they actually, that's step one in a long progression to get to where you want to. And I'm assuming that's how you're selling yourself on it right now.
I really want to just get where I need to go. Like I want next season and this spring season coming up to be like great things compared to last year. So.
Right. So again, you have to do the hard work, unfortunately, right now to
get where I want to be.
Definitely. Talking about the outdoor season, again, you guys have a few weeks off. But you really don't have them off. I mean, I know you're working and all of that. Obviously, spring break will be a little different beast there. But even then, I assume when you go back to Pennsylvania or whatever you're doing for spring break, you're probably still putting in some time. I guess what are the goals as you're looking forward to the outdoor season?
I'm looking for a good meter jumps in all my throws. Like discus comes back being an outdoor.
Right.
I go from weight to hammer, which is a lot lighter, and then you go outdoor shot put, which is a lot better than indoor shot put. I know, I feel that way, and I know there's a lot of my teammates that also feel that way. It's a big difference. It's not too much of a difference though.
Right.
So.
But if it's a confidence thing that
I'm more confident in outdoor. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I love outdoor compared to indoor.
Exactly, and if you feel better about it, then that it likely will lead to higher results. I think is a good correlation there. What's your favorite event?
Oh, by far discus.
Yeah.
Discus is my favorite event.
Yeah.
It's my best event as well. So.
Okay. And again, you're looking, and discus is a little bit different because you can throw that obviously a lot farther. You're still looking. I'm assuming you're looking at more than just a 1 meter P.
I'm looking for at least like a 6 meter PR.
Okay.
Hopefully in discus.
Okay. And I guess which event do you feel? I mean, it's your best event. If I heard that right.
Yeah.
I know you said it's your favorite event, but best event. I mean, realistically, going in, making nationals, is that? I mean, no, that's your goal.
That's
obviously,
a goal, yes. It's a possibility.
Okay.
I know that with how I've been working with weight, it also transfer very well over for hammer.
Exactly.
So I'm also hoping for a lot of good things to come from hammer as well.
Right. You said you've been working on a few things with your turning into a single turn into a double turn. What other things you're working on that you feel like are going to propel you into a really strong outdoor season?
The main thing for throwing is the weight room. I know that I'm putting in a lot of work in the weight room. It's 3 days a week. I'm also doing a little bit on the side, where it's just me and myself. I'm trying to work on cardio and speed. So it's a lot.
Yeah, cardio with throwers.
I know you wouldn't expect it, but you need speed in the ring, so it's gonna take time. So.
Yeah, definitely. As far as now here in the mid-season, I guess what are you working on right now? What is this week's goals?
This week's goal is, I guess I'm gonna go speed. Speed's this week's goal. I'm trying to get things to move faster, not as slow. Taking things slow is helping you with your movements to get it together, but speed is your main factor in throwing.
Yeah, build up all that momentum, right? Everything. Yeah, for sure. All right, awesome. Well, I learned a lot more about throwing.
Not many people know about it.
Didn't know a lot about it, but figured out a few things there. So glad that you were able to come in and teach me a little bit there. Best of luck as you're looking forward to the outdoor season. Again, a few weeks more preparation. I'm sure you hate this time of year where it's just like
weather.
the fall, right?
It's the weather. I'm
all
just
that
like,
too,
just want to be outside.
You're from Pennsylvania, you know all about this.
Oh, yes.
No changes. So.
So sad.
Yes. Well, hopefully, very soon you guys will be outside.
I know.
Really
it's a lot more. It's a better atmosphere outside for everybody, I think, and all. Like, we're not all cramed together on the turf.
You get the good air.
Not good fresh air.
That's right. All right. Well, best of luck again as you move forward. Okay. I think March 24th. There you go. I was like, I knew it was something late March. March 24th, Elayna and both track teams will be out at in Des Moines at the Grandview Invitational. So if you're in the area, definitely check them out. Again, that's just shy of a month over from now, but you just keep chugging along, picking off those goals. So
it's a good first meet.
There you go.
Being nice and close to home.
16 questions. She's ready to go. All right, Elayna Van Arsdale. Why did you choose William Penn?
I felt it was a great change for me. Like, I live in Pennsylvania. I'm right outside. I'm about 10 minutes outside Philadelphia, right on the outskirts. 15 minutes from center. So it's a lot quieter here, and I feel like it's easier for me to not be like, oh, well, I could just run to the city and just walk around for the bit. Like, no, I have to drive an hour out of my way to go somewhere. I think it's nice atmosphere. There's good people here. It's not. It's a really nice town. I'm very glad I did choose to come here because of that.
Yeah. Well, hey.
And it's a lot smaller than where I'm from. Like, I'm right in the Penn State Temple area where there's like.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know. Like, you could meet a new person like every hour going there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. For sure. This is not on the paper, but I'm going to ask it. Penn State, Temple. Well, you got the 5 schools, Penn, blah, blah, blah. All right, who do you cheer for?
Oh, it's so hard. I'd have to say Penn, University of Penn. I was actually, that was my dream school that I wish I would have went to.
Well, then you went to William Penn.
But I went to William Penn. It's right there. It's right there, but it would have been nice, I think, but it's just, that's a very big campus.
Yeah,
very big.
Yeah, for sure. I've been on that campus. I understand. All right. What's your favorite thing about this track and field program here at William Penn?
That we're a family. I love that. I love the family atmosphere that we get. Like, you don't not know any of your teammates. Like, on a bigger team, you may meet a new teammate once in a while, but here, you know everybody.
Yeah. Definitely.
Also, how the girls and the guys work together, I think, is very, very nice.
Cool. Very cool. All right. I crossed out the wrong one, actually, here, but now I'm back to it, and I figured out. Okay, describe Coach Friesen in one word.
One word. Interesting.
Interesting.
He's got a lot of quirks.
Yeah.
But those quirks work.
Yeah.
They work for our program.
Definitely. Hardest working guy on our staff, I always say.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's your favorite restaurant? And you can answer this here, you can answer it back home in Bensalem.
Here, I'm not, I'd have to say Miran.
Sure.
I love Mexican food.
Definitely.
Love all types of Mexican food.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Yeah. What about back home? Is there a place that if anybody's ever in Bensalem, where do they need to eat?
In Bensalem? It's hard.
You obviously diversify.
You don't just say
so
many.
It's like this is that.
Like there's places in our area. There's like a place that I used to work at that I would definitely recommend. Yeah. It's called Florentino's. It's a little place in historic Newtown. Okay. It's very, very good home cooking.
Cool. All right, Florentino's. Florentino's in Bensalem. All right, they just got a plug for the whole 3 billion people that are going to watch this video. All right, if you were not doing track and field, what other sport would you like to play?
I wish I would have actually gotten into golf. Okay. Like that was actually kind of a big thing in my family. Like my grandfather played all throughout high school and college, and my dad played for a bit, and so did my mom. And I wish I would have gotten into it, but I was more of a hands-on sport kind of person. Right. Like basketball, football, and stuff like that.
Gotcha. A little more physical sports.
Physical sports, too, yeah.
All right, what's some advice that you'd give to junior high, high school student athlete preparing to go to college, thinking about, hey, I want to be a college athlete? What would you tell them?
Don't stop looking for information. Always put yourself out there. Like, at first when I was starting the recruiting process, I wasn't getting any replies back, but I kept pushing and pushing. Yep. And then I started to get a lot. And then I was like, oh, I don't even know where I would want to go.
Right.
So you just you have to look for options. Like, you always have to be putting yourself out there.
Be proactive.
You won't
for sure.
find anything.
Yep. All right. Where is one place you'd most like to visit?
Australia.
Okay.
I think it's beautiful. I love the nature that's there.
Yeah.
I'm a science person. I'm a secondary education major,
Right.
but my emphasis is in science.
Yeah.
And I just love all the stuff that, like, it's just a
They just
beautiful
have
place.
so many different parts of
Beautiful
Australia.
environment, beautiful animals. It's
definitely, for sure. All right, when you have spare time, obviously very busy as a student athlete, but when you have spare time, what do you like to do?
I love to watch movies.
Okay.
Love movies.
You say you Netflix binge a little bit?
Netflix, when I can, I do like to Netflix binge. I can't help it. It's awesome.
Very cool. All right, if you're a two-part question, so you're you're stranded on a deserted island, who do you bring, and what one item do you bring?
Who would I bring? I think I would bring my brother.
Okay.
He keeps you entertained. He's 9, so
Yeah.
he's an entertainer.
Yeah,
and then one thing I'd bring is sunscreen.
Yeah.
I'm a very pasty person, so sunburn just
very,
loves
very
me so much.
Good job. Everybody, I think I was going to say probably their iPhone or something, but you're being practical. Good job. All right. What's been your biggest challenge thus far? And answer that however you want.
Being in college, being away from my family, I guess. I love my mom. She's always been with me through everything. Like, she's my rock. Love her to death. Like, I don't know what I would do without her.
Yeah. And so, a few miles away. So
few miles, hours,
Yeah, you got a feeling you guys probably call each other quite a bit.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. All right, two-part question. How would you describe yourself, and how would friends describe you?
I describe myself kind of like, I'm very enthusiastic, and I very push forward. Like, I like to show what I know and, like, help as much as I can.
Okay.
My friends would kind of see me, I think, as a little bit as pushy.
Okay.
And very straightforward and loud.
Well,
I can be a loud person when I need to be.
Yeah. They know exactly who you are then, right?
Oh, yeah.
where you're standing, for sure. All right. Simply put, what is the music that you're currently listening to? What are you listening to right now?
Oh, man. There's a lot. I love Fall Out Boy. That's one of my favorite bands. I listen to them a lot. I also listen to, like, the current stuff, like the Migos and Post Malone and stuff. I have a very varied music choice. Like, I can listen to country, but then I could go to straight rock.
Sure.
And stuff like that. So.
There you go. Awesome. What do you do right before you're ready to throw? I mean, what's your pump up music?
Pump up music.
What do you go to?
It's hard. It changes a lot.
Or maybe you don't listen to anything at all. I guess.
I don't listen. I actually like to sit quiet and just watch and warm up a little bit, but there's not much music I like to listen to right before I throw.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Three-part question. What's your favorite time of day? What's your favorite day of the week? What's your favorite month or time of the year?
Time of day would have to be in the afternoon between like 12 and 2.
Okay. Right before practice.
Yeah. So it's quiet. I don't really have much to do during that time. Day of the week, I had to say Tuesdays. That's my most free day. Usually when I have my schedule like laid out, like I only have 2 classes this semester on Tuesdays, so that's pretty nice. And then day of the month.
Or time of the year.
Time of the year.
Month or time of the year.
Time of the year would definitely be the fall.
Okay.
Like right after spring, like right beginning of fall. Like it's perfect weather. Right. It's not too hot, not too cold. I can sit outside and just relax.
There you go. Definitely. Very cool. Okay. If you could learn to do anything you can't currently do, what would it be?
I learned how to play like a woodwind instrument. Like I would like to learn how to play the sax or something like that. Like I grew up and I played the violin, and that's all I did. I didn't really do much other than that. But yeah, I think that'd be cool to play like something like that.
Something else. All right. Very cool. Who's been the most, I'm sure I know this answer, but who's been the most influential person in your life?
It'd have to be my mom. Sure. She pushed me to do what I need to do to get where I want to be. Like, I started working like when I was in high school, so she didn't really push me, but I pushed myself to that, and she's like, well, you do what you think you need to do. Like, you need to do that, then you should do that.
Okay.
So I was kind of busy.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm sure. There you go. All right, if money were no object and you couldn't be a professional athlete, which I'm not sure if you want to do that professionally if you could, but money were no object and you couldn't be a pro athlete, what would your dream job be?
Dream job be probably something with just science.
Yeah. Like
I'd just be out on the ocean just studying animals, or I'd be out in the jungle just studying animals.
Yeah.
Like
She'd be in Australia.
Yeah, in Australia, just
great,
out there. No,
Great
no one would
Reef,
see
yeah.
me. I just live on the beach or something.
There you go. Well, very cool. Well, it sounds like you're getting into your dream occupation, your dream area at least.
Yeah, education, but it keeps me homebound. It doesn't keep me out and away.
Well, that's what vacations are for. That's what summer's for. It's
a
good teacher job. It's for the summers. All right. Well, Elayna, I appreciate you coming in for a little while. Best of luck again as we're moving forward here. Keep working on the 2-turn and all of that and your speed. So, all right. Best of luck.
Thank you.
So much.